Good, beautiful morning, everybody. Welcome to a brand new day and a brand new moment. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. Today, I have with me the energy of a group called the Divine Collective, who wants to talk about the concept of free will. And the way what they told me to write down is, when is your will free? That is the cornerstone of this communication today, this transmission. That your will, in order for it to be free, must be unencumbered. It must be unencumbered by the will of others, the beliefs and values of others, other systems of philosophy, religion, that do not accurately represent what you are. Most of you do not even know what you actually are. Many of you think that you are simply a physical body. Many of you believe you are just that cacophony of thoughts and memories and emotions that swirl around your perceptual field. You see, you hear, you smell, you touch, you taste, and these are only facets of your physical organism. These are not representative of what you are, simply the instruments that you utilize while in the function of self-understanding. The function of will is something unique to you as awareness, as consciousness. It is not unique to your body. Your body is simply an organism that reacts and responds to environmental stimuli, and it essentially has no will of its own. Your body has no will of its own. It has primarily instinct and sensation, things that make it feel good and things that make it feel bad, but they are not the source of your will. They're the source of sensation and this dimensional perception of the physical world. But your will does not come from your body. You are your will. And your will does not come from your mind, but many of you find yourself entrenched in thoughts, beliefs, and ideologies that keep you trapped in a circular form of thinking. So you never really get a chance to investigate who you are, as you're so caught up in systems of beliefs and ideologies that you cannot look inward, most of you. Many of you are looking out into the world as the only source of truth and wisdom and knowledge, and nothing can be further from the truth. Nothing can be further from the truth. That your will is not coming from your thoughts, nor your body, nor your memories. And when your will is free, the time for your will to become free is when you recognize the distinction between what you are as a spiritual consciousness, the distinction between yourself, your thoughts, your body, and your environment. That is the beginning. When you make those distinctions, that your body is not who you are. It is the instrument that you utilize while in this dimension of time and space. Likewise, the encumbrances of your thoughts and your memories, your emotions, your beliefs do not necessitate that your will is free. You can have many thoughts, many beliefs, many ideas, but you are then bound to those ideas, those thoughts, those memories, those emotions, as if they are you. And while reflecting upon the acquisition of your personality or your biology, you can deceive yourself into believing that your thoughts and your body are you. And this does not loan itself to your will being free, but rather it loans itself to your will being enslaved by sensation and information. Your will begins to become free when you start a process of evaluation. You begin a process of evaluating and examining the informations and the sensations of body, thought, of memory, of emotion. Your will begins to become free when you begin the process of evaluation, which is another process of observation, where you begin to deliberately and intentionally review and evaluate the nature and source of your thoughts, your beliefs, your ideas, and even the nature and source of your body. Once you understand that the body is designed by nature to follow your instruction, your reason will lead you to the next conclusion that your body is not you. It is an instrument that you use in the function of creation. That process of evaluation, once begun and sustained and maintained in earnest, will lead you to what we call free will. Free will, by its very definition, means that you are not bound by any thought, belief, ideology, or system that does not support, sustain, and maintain the highest expression of your being. You may wish to review that statement a little bit later, but once you begin a process of deliberately, conscientiously, on a day-to-day basis, articulating what thoughts are of use to you, what thoughts are true, what beliefs and ideologies are real, because most of what you think you know you did not deliberately choose. In fact, the vast majority of humans have chosen to simply be given information and accept it as the only evident truth. Without proper evaluation of the information you've been given, how can you say that your will is free, as you will be operating your life based on that information? The name you've been given, for example. You live your life as this name you've been given. This one lives it as the name called William. You will live your life as the name that's been given to you. That is not free. That is a label that you've assigned your identity to, and you accept that you are that label, but the label and you are very different things, just as you and your body are very different things. You can give commands to the body, you can direct it, you can operate it in very precise and specific and meaningful ways. The vast majority of you believe you are the body and remain subjective then to sensation, and your only sense of well-being then comes from whether a sensation feels good or not. And that is not a free will, that's enslavement to your body, enslavement to its sensations. And equally so, your mind enslaves you to it. Your will is not free when bound to the confines of the information in your mind. Even the personal identity that you seek to live by is not a representation of what you truly are, but you are so enwrapped in building this personality, sustaining and maintaining this personality, that you will do almost anything to avoid not thinking and looking upon yourself, turning away from what you are so normally familiar with, and begin the process of evaluation, of examining your thoughts, your beliefs, everything that you have ever been taught, to begin that process of deliberate articulation. Where did this belief, why do I believe that this person is less than me because of their skin color? Why do I believe that this person is good and this person is bad? Until you begin the process of evaluation, your will is not free. And even when you begin the process of evaluation, you're only beginning to set your will free. The nature and quality of the information that you will evaluate, because many of you will evaluate your information from other information you've acquired. How then do you begin to truly free your will if you're simply stuck in a cycle of information and belief that simply has you evaluating one set of beliefs from another? Well, the obvious step is you must give the beliefs up. And how do you give what you believe up sufficient enough to begin to evaluate them objectively? And the simple answer to that is a function and practice long well understood, conventionally known as what you call meditation. That you may entrain your body, you may entrain the thinking mind into stillness, where it is not impinging upon the sphere of your individuality, in the sense of individuality that we mean that you are truly an individual, independent of thought and biology, but able to utilize and operate through both of those mechanisms of consciousness. And so you can find yourself getting the body quiet and getting the beliefs, getting the memories, getting your anticipations put aside, putting them all aside so that you are undistracted from the things of this world. In that place of being undistracted, you begin to reflect upon yourself as you truly are, and not through the mechanisms of ideology and belief that you've been mostly thinking of yourself as being throughout this lifetime and many others. When the mind is quiet and undistracted, you are by it, you will find ultimately you begin to experience yourself, your energy. We've seen this many times where individuals place the body in a state of stillness and they place the mind in a state of quietness, and their experience of the self changes from a confusion of thought and memory and emotion and sensation to a state of peace and well-being, an expanding sense of energy and well-being, as your nature is not to be restricted or limited to fixed beliefs or even a fixed point of time and space such as you are in the body you're hearing these words through right now, but you are designed by nature to be independent of mind and body and able to deliberately articulate, influence, and control over their functioning, no longer remaining subjective to them, as many of you find yourself subjective to your thoughts, subjective to sensation, subjective to the world. And that is very uncomfortable when you are disconnected from yourself for an extended period of time. It is very uncomfortable, quite debilitating, actually, when you do not take time for yourself. And when we say take time for yourself, we do not mean to go on a vacation, and we do not mean to go to a place where you have fun and dance. No, to have time for yourself means you step away from the world, away from thoughts, away from memory, away from anticipation. You step away from all that and you reconnect to what you are. And what you are is very different than what your thinking mind is presenting to you, what your sensations present to you. And therefore, in that position of awareness where you're not governed by thought and sensation, your function of will and reason change. Your function of will and reason changes the moment you can objectively evaluate mind, memory, emotion, and body. You shift yourself out of the paradigm of a personalized identity into the experience of being awareness. In that position of being awareness, you can begin a process of changing, reorchestrating, reorganizing the mind to be better suited to you rather than you finding yourself adapting and modifying yourself to the thoughts and ideas and beliefs in your mind. When you were first conceived and brought into this physical world, you were given much information from the world, much of which you have found yourself believing and accepting as the truth, and therefore found yourself bound by them. Your will slowly and gradually became compressed down into a finite set of beliefs and ideas. Your sense of freedom that so many of you admire this in children. You see they are so free, but you better be careful, you say. But they are very free because the impingement of the information is not yet so strong that the individual is lost in it. But we have noticed in your most recent history where you are now beginning to so-called educate children at younger and younger ages into your institutions of information, which is what they are. They're institutions of information where the individual's will is collapsed down and restrained by the information placed into the consciousness of the individual. That is, your awareness collapses into the limited range of information that's put into the biological organism through the 5 physical senses, thereby subjugating your will to the information that you are now identified with. This process can be reversed as as easily, if not easier, than it was placed upon you. The restrictions of upon your will by the information presented into you by the environment in which you were raised, that process can be reversed much easily in a much shorter time frame than it took to construct it. The deconstructing of the personality from the perspective of awareness is much more expedient than it is being forced from environmental stimulation. When you work from the inside out, the system of mind and body will go through far more profound changes from your interaction upon them than allowing the environment to interact upon it, which is a far more time-consuming process. The functions of meditation, that being developing the ability where you can place both your mind and body into a state of abeyance, where they are not disturbing or distracting you, where your mind and body are quiet. In that space, where mind and body under your authority are directed into stillness, into silence, you'll find your will being freed from the confines of the information. Usually it begins with the sensation of energy. The body, as you get the mind quiet, the information of the mind is no longer impinging of itself upon the body. The body begins to relax and release its energy from the realm of dealing with the information in your personality to not having that information influencing it. As the body relaxes and releases its attachment to the information under your direction, you can continue to incline the body to relax. You can incline the mind to be quieter, calmer, more peaceful. You can teach your mind to be still. Contrary to what many of you are being misled to believe, your mind by nature is designed to follow your orders. It's designed to listen to you. It's meant to be your servant and not your master. And your will only be free when your mind and body are subjugated to your authority and dominion and not the world's. Many of you are struggling in confusion and uncertainty right now. Your confusion and uncertainty is simply because you still rely on something outside of you to prop you up in the sensation of feeling better about yourself, rather than acquiring the knowledge and skill necessary to assert that with your own will. For when you can use your will to quiet your mind, quiet your body, there's a sense of natural autonomy and authority, the energy of which begins to liberate your body and liberate your consciousness from the subjectivity of the ego identity, the personality that's been constructed by your environment. The function of meditation is to restore free will. And without free will, you are not free to evaluate information, concepts, ideas being presented to you. Without free will, you are subjugated to the realm of the known information that you have, and therefore you're trapped. So your will is truly only free when you are no longer subjugated to your mind and body, but they become instruments through which you function creatively in this dimension for the purpose of self-realization, the purpose of knowing who you are. And who are you? You might be asking or thinking in your mind, who are you really? Are you truly the name that's been given to that body? Are you truly all the information and beliefs and ideas you've been given? Is that who you are? Who are you? Who are you listening to these words? Who is that in your mind that's questioning and evaluating and judging and considering what we're saying, or refuting it or denying it, or even outright despising it? Who are you that's doing that? And what part of you is the despiser, and what is the despised? If you can evaluate your thoughts, are you your thoughts? If you can evaluate your thoughts, are you your thoughts? And if you are not your thoughts, then who are you? Without the process of beginning to liberate your will from your mind and body, then you are bound to live according to what the mind and body has been conditioned to accept and believe. Until you begin the process of differentiating yourself from your mind and your body, your will remain you will remain imprisoned or enslaved by the information you carry in your mind, or the information that you will subsequently acquire from other sources. But also there are sources of information and experience that will loan themselves to liberating you from your mind and body. There are sources of information and that will assist you in liberating yourself from your mind and body, so that you can re-employ your mind and body in service for your life, instead of feeling like, as some of you do, that you are somehow struggling and a victim of what is going on in your mind and what is going on in your world. Many of you believe that you must fix what's going on around you to make your life better. And we would simply say to you, there are certainly things that you can correct in your thinking process that will make life better. But trying to enforce upon others that they should be or do a certain way in order to find the peace and freedom that you think you deserve will not work. It has never worked in any civilization. The same process has repeated itself many times in this world. And so here you are right now, hearing these words, and you want to know, when will your will be free? Your will is always free. It will always be free. If you choose to align your will to a set of beliefs and ideas, then you are bound to the set of beliefs and ideas. But essentially, when the body that you're in ceases to function, you will be liberated from that mode of information, but you will not have gained the necessary experience and knowledge to leave and not have to return to repeat the same thing again and again and again. So there are two elements that we've covered here to get your will. When does your will become free? Number one, when you are no longer subjective to the thoughts, memories, emotions, and sensations of the body, whether those sensations are stimulated by your own mind, your own actions, or the environment around you. When you're no longer subjective to them. Two, when you can actively and deliberately evaluate and examine the information in your mind, and recognize that most of the information in your mind is not who you are. It's simply information in your mind. That once you make a distinction between the information in your mind and your awareness that observes that information, you begin to get a little bit more free. Your will then becomes rises above, so to speak, the information of your mind and body. So you rise up out of the body, you rise up out of the mind, and then you can begin to assert your will, your true will, not the conditioned beliefs and ideologies that you've been taught to assert. They're good, they're bad, they're right, they're wrong. You've been taught many beliefs and ideologies, religions, philosophies, conceptions about what life is and what life isn't. But all of these things keep you bound again by conceptualized ideologies about what life really is. But that will not connect you to what your free will is, nor will it allow you to introduce yourself to elements of belief and ideas that are beyond what you know. For there are ideas, beliefs, and informations that are beyond what you know, that you may gain access to when you step outside of the familiar of what you know. That is, when you can truly step out of the thinking mind, the remembering mind, the anticipating mind, and you can simply be aware. You move your shift of focus from biology and psychology to a different place other than these known elements. Your mind and body are very familiar to you. When you wake up in the morning, they're a very specific way. And throughout the day, they're a very specific way. But you are not them. And when you come to the realization that they are instruments that you may use or be subjugated to, you at least have the opportunity then to decide if you will choose to be free. So once you can distinguish between your mind and your body and your awareness, that is when your will begins to awaken. When you can assert your will, that is to evaluate thought, idea, information as to its value, its true value for you, how it will impact your experience in this dimension, because ideas and thoughts and information impact your experience in this dimension. Your thoughts, your ideas, whether you've acquired them from the environment or you generate new ones for yourself. Although it's very rare to see people generate new thought in this dimension, as many of you are just repeating the same thing over and over again. But for those of you that get to that place of self-awareness where your will is liberated from the mind and body system, at that point, can you begin the process of asserting your will and evaluating thoughts, ideas, and information in a much purer and non-subjective way. That is, you're no longer subjective by the very nature of being engaged in a philosophy, that you are bound then to reason everything only through that perceptual apparatus of ideas and information. Your will, when freed from the mind and body, has access to information, wisdom, and knowledge far beyond the scope of this physical dimension and all that it contains, far beyond the scope of what men know, far beyond the scope of what has been remembered or what is anticipated. The realm of consciousness and information beyond what you know is infinitely more vast. In fact, what you believe you know is quite insignificant compared to what is available for you to know when you learn to differentiate yourself from your physical organism and your biology. But that requires an assertion of your will upon the body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. It requires an assertion of your will to direct your mind to be quiet, calm, still, and peaceful. And in the moment when mind and body are put in a state where they are not distracting you, in that moment, you begin to liberate yourself to the full use of your will, and you begin to gain access to realms of information beyond what you know. Because when you surrender what you know, you begin to gain access to other things besides what you know. At that point where you can assert that your body be still and quiet, that your mind be quiet, calm, and peaceful, that the world, the thoughts, the memories, the emotions cannot distract or disturb you, at that point your will is becoming free. Free will is the ability to assert a creative consciousness upon time, space, and matter, to generate specific effects in time and space, to know that this is a function of deliberate manifestation, that you can create conditions and are creating conditions in which you find yourself right now. Your will only be free when you free your will. And the only way to free your will is to begin the process of asserting authority to quiet your mind, to quiet your body, to bring them to stillness so that they are not distracting you away from what you are. In that position of consciousness where you are no longer being distracted away from what you are by mind and body and environment, then you'll begin to what we call awaken. You'll begin to awaken to what you are. You will feel changes in your biological system as a result of awakening yourself. You will feel a sense of well-being and peace when you get your mind as an effect of the assertion of your will upon it to be quiet and calm and peaceful. And please understand that any one of you can effectively learn to teach your mind to be quiet, calm, and peaceful. Even learning how to modulate the internal tone of voice in which you think your thoughts, you can assert a change over your mind. You can make the thoughts in your mind go very, very, very slowly, and the mind will get very bored and become suddenly quiet. There are many simple techniques and ways that you can learn to understand how to liberate your will from subjectivity to sensation and information, so that you can gain access to information that this world cannot give you. And many of you are trying to find in the world which in your heart you know exists, but it does not exist in the world. If it existed in the world, if the thing that was going to give you the fulfillment and happiness you sought was in the world, you would have it by now. When you learn to place your mind and body into a state of undistractedness, that is, they will not distract you, you begin to experience yourself energetically as you are. When you begin to experience yourself energetically as you are, you'll begin to gain access to information that is in alignment with who you are as a spiritual consciousness. As it is, many of you are simply in alignment with your mind and body, and therefore keep attracting information that's in alignment with your mind and body, feeling very confused and puzzled sometimes, wondering why things are not changing. And it's simply because you remain in the same system that perpetuates that same stuff, different day experiential reality. And yet you're fully capable of training your body and training your mind into stillness, that your will can then begin to be free, in the sense of the word in which we mean that your will is free, that you are not bound by time, space, or matter, but time, space, and matter will yield themselves to your creative influence over them. This is all we needed to say to you today. Thank you. Wow. I just want to say thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. For those of you that are just arriving, that was a group called the Divine Collective. They've been with me for about 5 years now. They come periodically along with other collectives and individuals. And I really like what they're saying, that our will isn't free when we believe that we're just our thoughts, we're just our memories, we're just our emotions. We're bound, our will's stuck in that reality. And I like that they elucidated to the idea that you can shift your awareness away from the body and away from the mind and begin a process of awakening. Very exciting to me. I hope you guys found that enlightening and helpful. Now, where did I drop you guys? Sorry, I'm just looking for thank you for that microphone mic drop. I love that. Thank you so much. Manoj is asking, previous day you channeled Sumerian beings who are stuck in our dimension. Do the gods we worship in India, such as Shiki, Ram, are part of the same group of beings? Yes, and they come in different. They represent themselves in different philosophies and different religions too. It just so happens that the one that you're referring to is one of the oldest and one of the first ones that they began to work through. But no, they've worked through other elements. They work through religious dogma. They work through all kinds of different philosophies. Again, anything I say about that channeling on Monday will be paraphrasing, because I don't go in memory mode. I don't try to remember everything that's being said. I just let it flow through. But yes, please like and share. Hi, Drusilla. I hope your boat ride. I hope you enjoyed your boat ride, Drusilla. Maybe you're not going on a boat ride today. We can get in touch. Would love that. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna go grab a little pair of glasses here that I need. Just give me a moment here. I'm right here. There you are. Gotcha. Thank you. One of the fascinating things about inhabiting a physical human body is that we get to experience what changes we can create in the body. Hi, good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook. Someone says, you're so very helpful. Thank you so much for the Divine Collective. Yeah, they're beautiful. I love it too. I have been seeing synchronicities via numbers for years. What message are they trying to send to me? Jenny, this has come up quite a few times. I'm going to reiterate it because it's really important. What they've told me is it's not the phenomena of the numbers they want you to pay attention to. It's what is the information that the numbers are trying to communicate to you. The next time you notice the sequence of numbers happening, relax the body, breathe, and let yourself feel what the message is from what is the feeling of the numbers, not what the numbers are. Oh, 444, 555, 666, or 1212. It's not about the numbers. It's about the vibrational information that the numbers are seeking to. That's the important thing, that you ask for the information to be presented in a way that you can understand it. Thank you so much. There was a slight interruption in the live for a moment there. Interesting. Hi guys, good morning. How are you doing, William? I hope the office space is coming along. It's coming along really well. I just cut the doors for the cabinet that we're getting I'm hoping to be in there for next Monday. It's funny how things take twice as long as we often think they do. Wonderful. Can you tell me, someone's asking, can I tell you who your father is? My mom won't tell me. Today is my birthday. Red one, the father you need to connect with isn't the biological one. The father that you're yearning for is the divinity within yourself. I know this sounds a little strange, but the father within is the one that you need to seek. That's the one we all yearn to know, that source that is within all of us right now. It's beating your heart, and it's celebrating your birthday with you right now. Like, put your hands over your heart right now. Like right now, put your hands over your physical heart where it's beating, and feel that life, the Father, is your life, and that life is with you right now on this sacred day of your Annam, right? The Annam day. So let yourself be connected to the Father in that way. The biological father, it is best not, I'm being told to tell you, it's best not to pursue that one. But we know that you asked this question so that you could pursue the right one. Connecting to the Father is very sacred and very important. He is within you right now, as this one has said, beating your heart right now. Close your eyes. Connect to him. Connect to him. Know that his love is in you as your life, as your beating heart, as your joy. Wow. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. And happy birthday, too. When I release a handmade item, it sells to the person that matches its vibration. That's true. Do that. There we go. Yeah, we got there. Thank you so much. I'm just, why do I feel so stressed and depressed? Because you're stuck in the past. You're stuck in old emotions. And a lot of people are feeling stressed and depressed and even anxious because they're either stuck in the past, or they're stuck in a past present, or they're stuck in a future past. So we get anxious about a future if we think anything from our past might happen again. Or we get depressed if we're stuck in the past, the memory of that time I lost my goldfish and I flushed it down the toilet. And people can get lost in it, even though it's something like that. Your mind and your thoughts are not who you are. But the way to release yourself from that stressed energy is, again, twofold. Teach the body to be quiet, calm, and peaceful. Teach the mind to be still. And I would highly recommend that you take our Masterclass 101 Awakening, which begins in about another 4 weeks from now. And that course will introduce you to how to get your mind and body into a very different position relative to yourself, to teach you how to get your mind and body functioning very differently for you, and also enabling you to connect to your guides and your angels and other multidimensional beings that have been trying to give you information. But you want to take your attention off that unconscious past program you're caught in, right? You're holding on to old memories, and part of you feels it's going to happen again. You need to teach the mind to let go of the past, right? Question from Sophia. On one hand, consumption has spurred human creativity. On the other hand, it has landed the planet in so much pollution and trouble. What's the way forward for humanity? Great question, Sophia. When I asked them that question, we've already presented the way for you. We would recommend that you not concern yourself with humanity and focus more on awakening yourself. And when you are awakened, then what you are here to do to help humanity will become apparent to you. The very simple solution for humanity as a whole is to recall, remember, learn, and apply the function of love versus the function of fear. There are only two aspects of energy that you work with in this physical dimension, all of you. It does not matter how rich or poor you are. There are only two dimensions of energy you work with: the energy frequency you call love and the energy frequency you call fear. And every single human act, thought, word comes from the genesis of either love or fear. If you choose one over the other, you will experience different things. The manifestations of love are very precise and specific in what they will do to yourself and to the world around you. And then the manifestations of fear are also very precise in what they will do to the world around you. But the way is through love, to restore yourself to love. And love is simply the function of behavior that holds the highest and best possible outcome for yourself, your mind, your body, and other living beings upon this dimension. Thoughts, actions, and behaviors that support and sustain the highest well-being for your mind, your body, yourself, and other life forms that inhabit this planet. Thank you, Sophia. Great question. Daniel, is my employer... Hi, Daniel. Is my employer going to end my contract this year? Got a pay cut, and I'm bored. Then why do you want to stay there any longer? You go to... There's new opportunity. You have to open up to the new opportunity, Daniel. Daniel, decide I'm open to you have to decide I'm now open to a new opportunity. You have to decide that right now. Like you really do. If you don't decide it, it's not going to happen. Oh, sorry. I just pushed a button. Okay, there we go. Just going over here. Okay, here we go. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Question from Carolyn. Carolyn. Crazy. Just yesterday here, the spiritual community that I'm living, we started to do some podcasts, and I brought the free will topic, and I was so good. And now you are talking more about it. Perfect. You're welcome, Caroline. So glad to hear that. And congratulations on your new community. I hope they will continue to contribute love to the world. If there is only love and fear, are hate and fear kin? Hate, I'm told, hate is the extreme manifestation of fear. Hate is the extreme manifestation of fear. Its most obvious symptom is death. That is war, murder, greed. There's different degrees. Both love and fear have many different aspects to them. At the highest expression of love is divine love, which simply accepts and embraces everything as it is. The expression of fear at its worst, of course, is hatred. That is the darkest polarity of fear in this dimension. There are darker polarities of fear in other dimensions, but this dimension, hate is the darkest polarity of fear. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. Really appreciate that. Hi. Great day. I was just told I had 3 entities around me. Can you tell me who they are? Kelly, I'm being told to tell you they want you to build a relationship with them. I don't know if you remember when you were a little girl in school or in the playground. You go in the playground and you see the other kids, and you go up to the kid and say, hi. Well, at least I did. I go up, hi, my name is, and I give them my name, and they give me their name. And we say, do you want to play? And we say, yeah, and we start playing. These beings that want to work with you, 2 of them are spirit entities, and one of them is a guardian angel. And you want to sit down in a quiet space where you're not going to be disturbed or distracted. And you want to ask them to show you in a way that you will understand what their names are and what they do. But it's important you ask them to express it to you in a way that you will understand. And they can do that through symbols, direct vocal communication, like subvocal communication. They can use images, thoughts, and a direct answer. But you've got to put yourself into the space of building the relationship with them, right? They do exist for you. You just have to work on building that relationship with them energetically, because they're not physical beings. A lot of people that want to connect to their guides and angels are expecting a physical being to show up around you. They are not physical bodies. They can do physical phenomena. We've seen that many times. But generally speaking, your guides, your angels, the other beings that want to work with you, generally speaking, are non-physical, but you can tune into their energy. We teach that in our Masterclass 101, how to sense and feel the energy of your guides and angels, the other multidimensional beings that want to work with and through you, and how to gain and build a system of communication with them, right? And you need to learn that. Go sign up for Masterclass 101. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you'll find the ability to sign up there. Yes, she is. Samantha is avoiding you. Why did I choose my mother as a narcissist? So that you could overcome judgment. So that you could overcome judgment and restore yourself to love. Those two things, very simple. Overcome judgment and restore yourself to love. That's what I'm being told to tell you. If you want to know more about the reasoning behind that, what the past life stuff, book a one-on-one reading with me. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Book a reading. I do half-hour, 1-hour readings. If you just want to ask 1 or 2 questions, you can use the Linktree link on my bio under any one of my live videos on YouTube or on my bio on TikTok. Click on the Linktree link. You can ask a single question, or you can book a reading, or you can sign up for the courses there. Yes. Yes, we'll get to that in a moment. How can you be an angel? How can a person be an angel? They've evolved their consciousness out of simply being a body, mind organism. They recognize that they are not the body, they're not the mind. They transition energetically to a higher frequency. Most angels, most guides, most ascended masters are not in physical form. They're in a form of energy. Can appear as apparitions, and sometimes they can manifest a full-on light body right in front of you. But generally speaking, angels don't use bodies, they use energy. When I connect to my guides and angels, it's like it's a feeling that I get. It's also sometimes I get clear stream of words and information. Each person will find a way to connect to their guides and angels in a way that's unique to them. If you're looking to connect to your guides and angels, sign up for Masterclass 101, and you'll learn the basic steps to how to build the communication and perception systems you need to tap into other realms of information. A lot of people do this without even knowing they're doing it. There's people sitting around and you're thinking about, what can I do about this? What can I do about that? And suddenly an idea comes to you. Where'd that idea come from? You accessed a realm or a dimension of information that was not from this world, and you got the new idea. And a lot of people do that. They pull information in from these other realms, but they don't think they're pulling it in from other realms. They think they got it from inside their head. So a lot of people don't even know they're interacting with other dimensions of information. Thank you so much. Thank you for the badges. I really appreciate that. Oopsie. Hi. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Question here from Danielle. Can I have a message from a transitioned family member? I'm getting the words, oh my gosh, I want to do it the right way next time. And this is strong female energy. It's oh my gosh, I want to do this the right way the next time. And this is directed towards you. This is the realization that they did not communicate the love that they wanted to communicate. They're saying that they communicated their love through their model of discipline. Yeah, they want to communicate that love to you now. If you're open to receiving it, they want you to receive the essence of the love that they meant to communicate to you when they were in their physical embodiment. They want you to feel that right now. So turn your attention inward and just feel whatever you receive from them. That's what you need to receive from them right now. Thank you so much. Hi. Hi, Michael. I'm drawn into your masterclass, but I have a fear that if I go in it, it intimidates me. What would I find? Any thoughts? Thank you. Let me tell you this about our masterclass series. We've had many people come that felt that they couldn't do the class. They had language barriers. They were insecure. They were afraid. They were depressed. They were anxious. And they came into the class and their whole lives changed. What can I tell you is going to happen? That you will begin to remember who you are. The ascended masters, my guardian angels, other multidimensional beings teach the lessons through me and through our other instructors. And you will gain firsthand information from these beings that will guide you in a very gentle, sincere, and meaningful way back to who you are. Their goal isn't to get you to adulate them and say, oh, we're so great. No, their goal is to help you return to yourself, because they often say to us, you are what we are. You just have belief that you are the body mind, so you don't recognize who you are anymore. It's like you put on a costume, you look in the mirror, but you don't see yourself. Anyway, you will become your feeling of intimidation will be completely healed within the first couple of sessions. It'll be pretty amazing, and you'll start to meet a wonderful community of people that really care and support and cherish each other. It's really wonderful. Have no fear. Oftentimes, fear will try to prevent you from doing the very things that you know you need to do. But I look forward to seeing you in the class. You got about 4 more weeks before it begins. Hi there. Why is Samantha avoiding me? I missed the answer. I didn't say why she was. I just said that she is avoiding you. Any hydrogen bottle brand is okay, William, or these vary in quality? Thank you. I don't know about hydrogen. I just know that hydrogen water can be really, really good for the body. But I also know that deep breathing can do more for your body than any glass of water can do. Like if you understand how to draw the pranic energy out of the breath, right? They tell me that when we breathe, you're actually the pulling in of the molecules into our body, they say, is creating an electrical charge, because the molecules are moving so fast. When you draw them in, you're creating an electrical charge. They said when the breath gets completely full, at the top of the breath, that's where the charge that you've created when you breathe in is at the top of the breath, and you want to capture that charge and feel it and hold it and integrate it into the body. And then when you exhale, the same thing happens on the exhale. The charge is in the lower solar plexus area. You can capture that charge. And the idea is to catch the positive and negative charges of each end of the breath so that you can build the energy up in the body. Anyway, that's what they told me. I hope that helps, because you can do that. Thank you for sharing the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, somebody's trying to encourage you. Do we have somebody live here with me right now? Hang on. Hello there. Jennifer? All right, well, I guess I'll just disconnect her. There we go. Sorry, guys. I've just pulled out a microphone, so if the sound quality is changed on TikTok, it's because I've changed the microphone. If somebody wants to come live with me, they can come live with me today. I don't mind doing that. And we can do a mini reading right here live. I want to caution you, though, that be mindful. If you come on, please have a question, consideration, or request, and that you agree that whatever information comes through for you, you consent to that information being presented in a public forum, of course. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's see who we got here. It's hello. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you tell me what your question, consideration, or request is?
We're having a memorial for my dad, and I was just wondering if there's any message from him or my mom.
The only thing I get from your dad right now, he says, I wish I had the Corvette. He says you know what that means.
Nice. That's about it, I think.
Your mother is not in the spirit realm anymore. She's come back into incarnation.
Oh my gosh, wow. I just got news from my niece that she's pregnant.
Congratulations.
And she will be due in August.
Yeah.
Could that be my mom?
I'm not going to answer that question here. But I would say I'm leaning towards yes, as the energy I'm getting leans towards yes.
All right. And then I don't know what I did for Samantha to avoid me. She's my niece.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's going to sort itself out.
Okay, good. I love tuning into you every day. Thanks.
You're welcome, beautiful.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Hi there. Let's see who else we can bring on here. We're going to bring on Love is the Way. Let's accept that. Beautiful day here on planet Earth. Hello.
Morning, William. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you give me your first name and tell me where city you're from?
It's Leslie. I'm in Montreal almost. And I wanted to say good morning and that I'd sent you a song the other day. When Mother Mary was visiting, it's a song called Good Morning Girl. And it talks about the feeling of love within. And it was a great direction to meet you. And I wanted you to know I sent you that song.
Where'd you send it to me on? I haven't received it.
Messenger.
Okay, I'll check on Messenger when I finish today. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I just really hope that you enjoy it.
I will. Thank you very much. I'll say.
Can I also say it was really wonderful, the pregnancy right after the death thing?
I know.
That was really incredible.
Yeah, I know. I just bring information through. I'm just a conduit.
Yeah, but that was wonderful. I love that. And yes, we'll speak. Hopefully I'll speak with you afterwards. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Have a wonderful day, darling.
You too, William.
I will. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi. There was somebody else that wanted to come on, but there they are there. There we go. We haven't brought anybody on for a while. It's been very, very busy. Hi, beautiful soul. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing, Red One? I think there's a bit of a lag between you and me. Can you hear me?
Good morning, William.
Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, there's.
I'm good. I'm here.
Wonderful. I think you got something else running in the background because I've got feedback happening between you and there. What is your question, consideration, or request? And what I'm just curious, what's your first name and what city you're from?
There is a lag. My question is, Archimedes said, do the math.
Wonderful. I think you got something else running in the background. What I'm getting from that is you literally have to do the math. Literally, like mathematics. You have to do the math. That's all that I get from that. Literally doing math to get to the understanding that you're seeking from him.
I'm actually literally doing math. I just found out yesterday that anything times 9 is 9. Right?
Yes.
That is amazing.
There's a guy. This just dropped into my head right now. There's a guy named Terrence. I think his name is Terrence Mann that you might want to look up. And I think Terrence Mann, and you're going to find some information that he's presenting because he's really working on the flower of life stuff right now. He's doing some amazing things with the flower of life and incredible inventions coming out of it. Anyway, look him up.
Okay, thank you so much. I couldn't understand the math. I'm not very good at math.
No, but he literally means that by doing the math, you'll come to the understanding that you're seeking from him.
Okay, I will look up Terrence Mann. Thank you so much for your time and bless you.
Bless you too, darling. Bye-bye. There we go. Well, that was nice to have a few people come on today. Let's see where we are here. Hi, Jose from Canada. Good to see you, brother. Hi. Glad you're doing wonderful. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, it's funny. It's happened. I've seen that happen twice. I've seen that happen twice in 5 years, where somebody's incarnated and they've incarnated into the child of one of their children. It's very fascinating. Question from Drusilla. Does my grandmother Dee Dee like that I'm being called Dee Dee by my granddaughters? Yes, and yes, and yes. Yes. Thank you for that super sticker, Amanda. I really appreciate it. Hi, William. If I'm able to help someone physically heal from a distance, can I also use the same approach and feeling to send to people I don't know that are suffering? Yes, you can. But the only people that can receive it are those who are open to receiving it. Even Christ talks about that if you can't receive it, you can't receive it. It's not what he does or what you do or what I do. It makes certain the people that you're sending healing to, that they're willing to receive it. And again, if you send healing out to the world, then only the people that are open to receiving it will receive it. It's that simple. But thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. And a good question too. Oh, you're very welcome, Share Bear. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi. I did want to join, but I'm too shy. Well, join anyway, Jennifer. Get over your shyness and allow yourself to break free from that, because it's a step. Just send a request to join, Jennifer. You have to choose it. Yeah, the door is open for you to walk through. I listen to your videos at least once a day to reprogram myself and allow growth so I can infect my local area with healthy, more open mindset. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Glad you're doing that. That's what this work is all about. You're welcome, Bridget. Thank you so much. Hi. Okay, well, there's no more requests to join, and we've been on for a full hour. That's a good time, I think, today, isn't it? Hello, first time here. For those of you that are here first, this is an ascension channel. I channel ascended masters, divine beings, lost relatives, with the ultimate goal of elevating human collective unconsciousness from fear to love. That's the whole nature of the work that comes through me, that I'm here to do that for the rest of my life, to bring this energy to the humanity in the form of information and guidance that will liberate humanity from fear and restore us back to our love as a species and as individuals. If you want to know more about what I do, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can check out the programs we offer there, classes, the courses. You can also book a one-on-one reading session with me. I highly recommend that. They are life-changing. I cannot tell you how many times people have booked a reading with me, and in a reading you pre-write 10 questions. You have 10 questions you've written down. I don't get to see them, but you bring them to your reading, and almost without fail, with every reading I've ever had, usually within the first 2 or 3 questions, all 10 questions are answered. So you get to ask those 10 questions, regardless of whether you book a half-hour reading or a 1-hour reading. You bring 10 questions, and it's pretty amazing what can happen for a person. If you want to ask a single or individual question or want to book a full reading, go to my website, or go to my Linktree link on my YouTube channel, under any of my live videos, or on my TikTok channel, and click on the Linktree link. You can offer a tip and send a question with the tip. And that's another way you can get a question answered. And yeah, if you want to ask questions here on the live event that might be too sensitive, you're better to use the Linktree link to do that, because again, you will get the answer that is right and meant for you here. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out today. Well, we know what that's called. The classes are absolutely life-changing. Thank you so much. And yes, our masterclass series, you've only got 4 weeks left to register for Masterclass 101 Awakening. It's the first in our series of 4 masterclasses that introduces you to connecting to your guides, your angels. It introduces you to meditation. It introduces you to healing and correcting your mind and repairing your body. It's a very fascinating and exciting program, and I hope to see you there. Register now, not later, because it fills up as we go along, and I'd love to see you there. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. And Drusilla, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. And I will see all of you guys on Friday. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. Bye for now. And remember, today is a brand new day, and now is a brand new moment. Bye.